Kain R. Heinlein serves as the main antagonist of Garou Mark of the Wolves, stepping into the spotlight as the successor to the series' iconic villain Geese Howard, who had died prior to the game's events. Kain is an enigmatic and grounded character, closely tied to the new protagonist Rock Howard as his uncle. At his side is Abel, better known as Grant, his loyal right-hand man and bodyguard. Grant's mysterious nature sets him apart, and he often served as the game's sub-boss, or in many cases, the final boss, if players fail to meet the requirements to face Kain. Despite their significant roles in the Fatal Fury lore, much about Kain and Grant remains shrouded in mystery. In this video, we'll delve into their backstories and explore their characters to better understand these pivotal figures. With the upcoming City of the Wolves promising to continue their narratives, now is the perfect time to unravel their enigmatic pasts. But before that, as always, if you like this content, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe and click the bell icon so you can be notified with every new video posted. Kain R. Heinlein, the brother of Marie Heinlein, Geese Howard's late wife, and Rock Howard's late mother, endured a childhood of poverty in the slums of Second Southtown, in stark contrast to his sister's life of privilege. Abel Cameron, later known as Grant, served as both a father figure and best friend to Kain, choosing to stay by his side even when Marie was sent away to live a life of luxury. Their bond deepened 19 years before the game's events, when they witnessed the brutal death of a defenseless boy in the streets. This harrowing moment pushed Kain to declare his ambitions for power, a resolve that Abel chose to support by remaining at his side. At the age of 8, Kain participated in a major street fight, where his strength caught the eye of a wealthy kingpin named Don Pappas. Taken under Don's wing and adopted into his family, Kain eventually seized control of the gang by overthrowing his benefactor. However, his newfound power failed to save Marie, who was believed to have tragically passed away, heartbroken by the loveless nature of her marriage. Who would have thought that Geese is not the romantic guy? Abel Cameron underwent a profound transformation as well, abandoning his former self to embrace a fanatical belief in the world's impending collapse, which he saw as overrun with sin, corruption, and evil. Convinced of his role as the harbinger of death for sinners and the herald of a new world shaped by Kain's ambitions, Abel forged a pact with the dark entity to gain the power and the alliances necessary for his apocalyptic mission. This deal granted him forbidden knowledge of Ankoku Karate, or Dark Karate, which he has mastered within the confines of a temple beneath his mansion. From that day forward, Abel shed his old identity and became the feared figure known as Grant. Some speculate that the dark force aiding Abel would be tied to those from the past, the primary antagonists of the King of Fighters series, often referred to as demons in ancient times. Others suggest that the entity might be Orochi himself, with Kain's blue and purple flames bearing striking resemblance to Iori and Chris's, alongside moves eerily similar to Ash Crimson's. While these theories remain unconfirmed, they added a layer of mystery to Grant's rise. As Grant, his unwavering duty to Kain is to eliminate any threat or conspirators against their cause. His reputation as a ruthless enforcer has made him infamous in the criminal underworld and even among the public. Known by titles such as the Martyr of Might, the Harbinger of Armageddon, and the Demonic Fist of Destruction, Grant's inhuman fighting skills and path of carnage leave devastation in his wake. By the time he ran out of edgy nicknames, entire communities have turned into ghost towns in fear of his return. His image burned into the memories of his victims as a devil of chaos. Though feared as a mythical icon of death and destruction, Grant operates in the shadows, emerging only when Kain deems his presence necessary to further their shared vision. After the events of the third King of Fighters tournament, Kain learned of Geese Howard's death at the hands of Terry Bogard. Viewing the general populace as complacent and dulled by mediocrity and peace, Kain resolved to carry on Geese's legacy by ruling Second Southtown. His vision was to create a world of true freedom by declaring the city's independence from the United States, transforming it into a city-state governed by violence and survival of the fittest. Kain believed that constant exposure to oppression and strife would make people value their lives, with the strong ruling over the weak. Of course, the US government saw absolutely nothing wrong with that. 4 years before the events of the game, Kain faced an ambush orchestrated by a jealous rival associated with the Howard connection and loyalists of Don Pappas, the former mafia boss Kain had overthrown. During the attack, Grant selflessly shielded Kain from a gunshot, taking a bullet that lodged dangerously close to his heart. Though not immediately fatal, the injury was too risky to treat, leaving Grant to live each day as if it were his last. He now awaits a great final battle to fulfill his purpose. One fateful day, a young street assassin named Vox Reaper was sent to eliminate Kain. Despite the attempt failing, the encounter left Kain unharmed and intrigued by the youth's raw talent. Recognizing his potential, Grant took the young assassin under his wing, giving him a new purpose. Determined to honor his dying master's ambitions, Vox embraced his role in Kain's vision for the future. At some point, Kain discovered the existence of Rock Howard, his nephew, and saw in him both a valuable ally and a key to deciphering Geese Howard's last will. With these resources, Kain could fully realize his ambitious plans for Second Southtown. To draw Rock into his fold, Kain organized the King of Fighters Maximum Mayhem tournament, inviting several fighters, including Rock and Terry Bogard. Capitalizing on Grant's fearsome reputation, Kain spread rumors that the enigmatic Martyr of Might was hosting the event. This tactic weeded out the weak-willed while attracting powerful opponents to his lair, where Kain could personally test their strength, including that of Terry and Rock. The aftermath of the tournament remains shrouded in ambiguity, with various endings offering different outcomes. However, Rock's ending is widely regarded as the canonical one. In it, Kain successfully convinces the young wolf to join him by offering a tantalizing revelation: the possibility of reuniting with his mother, who Kain claims is still alive. Kain R. Heinlein's fighting style is deliberate and methodical, reflecting his identity as a charge-based character. While not overly flashy or extravagant, his techniques are highly effective, showcasing his calculated approach to combat. Incorporating some acrobatic moves into his repertoire, Kain relies heavily on his pyrokinetic abilities, which allow him to create and control blue-colored flames. Although his moveset is relatively small, each technique is potent enough to establish him as a formidable fighter in any confrontation. Grant is a powerhouse fighter, known for his exceptional physical attack attributes. His normal attacks boast impressive range, and his special moves can deal devastating damage to his opponent's life bar. His fighting style, Ankoku Karate, is built around a focused stance, combining ki-based techniques with sudden bursts of explosive speed. This style reflects classic villainous traits often seen in martial arts fiction, emphasizing hard techniques centered on direct confrontation, brute strength, and overwhelming physical prowess. Ankoku Karate also incorporates the philosophy of Satsun Jinken, or Fist That Kill, which instills fear and exploits an opponent's weaknesses to deliver decisive, devastating blows. With its roots in the occult, the style carries an otherworldly, almost demonic power. This netherworldly key imbues its practitioners with an aura that makes them seem more demon than human, a force so fearsome that even seasoned martial arts must tread carefully when facing its overwhelming might. Although never officially confirmed, it is speculated that the powers of Kain and Grant might originate from Orochi or those from the past. The dark entities Grant contacted to obtain his strength align with the description of both these groups. Furthermore, Kain's blue flames and certain techniques bear a striking resemblance to abilities associated with figures like Yori, Grease, and even Ash Crimson. If this theory holds true, it would mark a significant movement in SNK's storytelling, pure KOF lore element influencing the world of Fatal Fury, rather than the crossover influence flowing in the opposite direction. As of the making of this video, Kain has not yet been revealed as a playable character in the upcoming City of the Wolves, but his presence in the game is confirmed, with his silhouette prominently featured in the game's trailer. Grant's fate, on the other hand, appears more conclusive, as it strongly suggested that he passed away shortly after the events of Garou Mark of the Wolves. This notion is reinforced by the introduction of Vox, who seems to have inherited Grant's fighting style. Despite their relatively recent introduction and their appearance in only one game so far, Kain and Abel, or Kain and Grant, have solidified themselves as iconic figures within the Fatal Fury series. While Abel's story seems to have reached its conclusion, Kain's fate remains shrouded in mystery, leaving fans eager to see what the future holds for this enigmatic character. Special thanks to my patrons for their support. I hope you enjoyed this video. Give it a thumbs up if you did, and why not consider subscribing to the channel. Thanks for watching.